You're here this evening because you want to know what's going on in Washington.
Yes. Yes.
You're here this evening because you know it's time to speak a little truth to power.
That's right.
You're here this evening because you want to know what are we going to do about this job unemployment situation in our community.
There is excruciating pain in the black communities, the Latino communities, and to a real sense, the entire nation. People are hurting.
People are getting bailouts and handouts, and our community is decaying from within. They're complaining about unemployment being 6 and 7 and 10%. Unemployment in the black community is 35%. I'm not dare anybody to challenge those numbers. Raise your hand if somebody's unemployed in your family. Stand up if somebody's unemployed in your family. Don't be shy. I'm standing up. Somebody's unemployed in my family. This is what they need to see.
We spend over $2 billion a month to invest in roads and schools in Afghanistan when our own schools are crumbling here.
They don't know how to deal with problems. They don't know how to deal with these emotional issues. How can you expect your child to focus on algebra when he just seen a murder on the way to school?
We gave them our money. They are flush with money right now. They're not lending to small businesses. They're not creating jobs, and they still foreclosing on our homes.
On the earth, in the history of the world, use its resources to clothe, to feed, and to house its population? Or should those resources be completely accessible to 1% of the population to do as they will? And should we wait for this trickle down that I've been waiting for the trickle for at least three decades, and it hasn't made it to Vermont Avenue?
Somehow, in this country, it is more honorable to dump money into subsidies and ag and everything else, but not to bring it to the urban community. And so, this is a fight we got to have. We just got to have this fight. Many people in this audience remember something called WPA. It was a program by Roosevelt that hired the citizens of this country to repair the infrastructure, the roads and the bridges and the streets and the water systems. We support that kind of infrastructure program. To do that kind of repair and development, it is job intensive, and we believe that if we do that kind of program and invest in this country, that people will have jobs. When people have jobs, they spend money. That's how you revitalize the economy. You know, we cannot have any kind of a tax holiday that does not absolutely, concretely have the strings attached for the job production. So we're watching this very closely, and we're not going to let them come with another scheme to get tax benefits as they have gotten from the Bush administration. One more time, we are not stupid. We're not going to let that happen.
Building the highways, the harbors, the falling down schools, the broken bridges, there's plenty of work here. And here's where it starts. And then we bring in the 44th President of the United States to stand up with us. That's what we do to get rid of unemployment.
There are those who would tell you, oh, marching is old school. Rallying is what they used to do. You better get up and join with us when the call goes out, and put the numbers together and show up. If we want to take 10,000 people to the federal building, you got to be there. Are you ready to do some organizing? And I want to ask you, is the Tea Party stronger than you are? No! I don't think so.
The Congressional Black Caucus is very clear who we want to see in the White House in the next 4 years. We're not going to let them divide us. We're not going to let them pit us against each other. And we're not going to let them attack the members of the CBC the way they have attempted to do.
The question becomes, in this struggle and in this fight, are you going to be with us? Are you going to stand with us?
I think it went well. I heard a lot of that I would like to see come to fruition. I am a single mother, head of household, with a teenage child that they talked about who goes to work to help mom pay the bills. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, relocated to California in hopes for a better opportunity. And so now I am a student. I'm a full-time student. I can only afford to work part-time because I need to complete my training. So I did like the idea about introducing a bill to have a stipend offered to people in training so that they can continue to train. And I'm a new resident here, and I do plan on joining the NAACP and becoming a member of all of the activism organizations that will allow me to become the change that I want to see.
Historical. I've never been in the president of the Congressional Black Caucus before. To have them come here on this issue of jobs is most critical because we're at an epidemic at this point. I've never known in my lifetime for it to be this bad.